Previously on Final Fantasy XVI.
Just like your forefathers. Your journey ends.
Wow, okay, I see you, buddy. Yo, Jack, what's up, dude? You're 97% with 77 hours? Wow. Dang, that's a lot of hours. See, what that kind of makes me think is, like, if I go by what you just told me, and, it's, okay. If I just go by what you told me, and I see this compared to my hours, then I think there's going to be a lot of content, or maybe there's going to be like a huge point in the game where a lot of stuff is going to be happening. If you're telling me that now, because wow, you're almost done, but you have so many hours. That's insane. All right, I think the first thing I said I wanted to check out is some ATL stuff. Yeah, that's the one thing that I've been hearing a lot about. I've heard I've heard that these side quests in here, like most cases, I would do side quests on my own time. I would do it off stream so that I don't be wasting so many people's times and all that. But I've heard the side quest in this has been like very, very good, where I have to do it on at this time, because if I didn't do it at this time, then it won't be, you know, I mean, I think it has to do with the pacing that I want to go with, but most cases, everyone has told me to do it, you know, on stream. Oh, after Bahamut particularly? Okay. Yeah, I did hear that the ending, like the end of the game, has a lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff at the end. But in terms of like the beginning portions and all that, there's not a whole lot really, when you think about it. It's not a whole lot. It feels like they give you maybe like 2 or 3 each chapter, and then after that they let you do like some story stuff, and then they'll maybe throw in like 1 here and then some more story stuff, and that's about it. I haven't got overwhelmed with side quests just yet. I think there was only one point where there was a lot of side quests, and that was when we were working with the Veil, the Damsel of the Veil. Oh, you're all done? Nice. So all you have to do is just finish the story at that point. That's good. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing at least. So I don't know too much until firsthand I see it for myself. All right, the Kingdom of Waloed. I think we've read this one several times already, but the sole surviving nation of Ash. Waloed has its capital of Stone here. Home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. It is ruled over by Barnabas Dhalmekia, Dominant of Odin and Warden of Darkness, who has long harbored ambitions of extending his reach into the neighboring continent of Storm. Somewhat surprisingly, the Sambricus Empire incursion into the Crystalline Dominion prompted to no immediate response from the king, who appears to be biding time and considering his next move. Okay. All right, an update on Hugo Kupka, dominant of Icon Titan, Warden of Earth. On the learning the identity of the man who slew his beloved Benedicta, he sends his forces to ransack Rosalith, capital city of Rosaria, Clive's former home, in hope of drawing him out. Clive takes up the offer and is able to best Kupka in battle, cutting off his hands in the process. But before Clive could deal the finishing blow, the helpless Hugo was spirited away by a mysterious man from Waloed. Yeah, it's I think it's like Barnabas' right-hand man or something like that, which is interesting. Otto, chief steward of Clive's Hideaway. Otto continues to serve the same role he did under Sid, being the primary person in charge of all monies and information coming into and going out of the Hideaway. Okay. All right, can I I can't rem. Oh wait, yeah, I remember where he is. He's like way on the.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest? From what I heard, you earned it.
I will worry about that later.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
Yeah, he won't like that.
I still think it was pretty shocking.
So they find you? Must be hard. Hearing what became of the place.
No, the capital's as strange to me as I am to her. It was a lifetime ago I last set foot in the city.
I still think it's pretty shocking that we cut off Kupta's or Hugo's hands.
Coming along.
Nearly there.
Just talking about building the boards. But it makes sense considering that he is someone who uses his hands a whole lot.
Welcome home, Clive. I was worried I'd never see you again.
Nope. You made a new account.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know. Let's write one.
Write a book about Torgal. Let's talk to Gav real quick.
Torms is gonna look into what happened to Torgal for us. You make sure he's not hurting himself doing, well, whatever the fuck it is he did.
Yeah, I still think what happened with Torgal was really, really cool.
Assist you with, Clive?
Guess we'll see you later. Oh, ask about Drake's breath. Okay. But yeah, the Torgal thing was really awesome seeing that.
And so, it is done.
A feat 5 long years in the making. The Mother Crystal's final cry, a legacy is passed from one outlaw to the
Yet
next.
The tale is far from over.
And though we cannot know if it will end in triumph or tragedy, I only pray that I am there to bear witness. Okay.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
We gotta at least level up 1 or 2 times. It's been a minute.
There is a rather fascinating
Okay, 1 time, that's good
insight
enough.
I've been meaning to show you.
I would take it. 1. The Holy Order of Shields and Blackened Pinion. Blackened Pinion? Are we talking about Bahamut's wings? Does Bahamut even have feathers? I don't think so. I don't think scales. The official name of the Order of Knights established in the Imperial Province of Rosaria. Oh. Who persecute and purge bearers and those who shield them, commonly known as the Black Shields. After the color of their armor, a hue seemingly chosen to differentiate this new elite order from the silver-clad dragoons. Unlike the heroic dragoons, however, they are feared and loathed throughout the Imperial Province. Interesting, okay. Craig Lesage, the capital city of Haran, or the Iron Kingdom, located on the boiling sea island of Ironhelm, several hundred leagues off the western coast of Rosaria. The name means charred rock in the Harian tongue. Okay. There's definitely a lot of words I do not know in this game. They test your vocabulary very well. Drake's Eye, a mother crystal which stood in the frozen waste of Northern Storm, lands now lost to the Blight. Soon after the mother first fell, the tribes of the north, in a bid of desperation, marched south into Rosaria. Shiva's dominant at their fore. A terrible battle ensued in which fire was pitted against ice, but eventually the Phoenix and the Ducal armies succeeded in driving back the invaders for a time. Oh, well, that's interesting. Didn't know about that.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
I think there is a few that we haven't took. Oh, wait. Here's the Torgal one. Should take a look at this one real quick. Minehound. Wow, look at that transformation for him. That's an interesting transformation for him. Clive's faithful friend, who is fiercely protective of Clive, of him and his allies. When Jill came close to death in the courtyard of Rosalith Castle, something awoke within him and transforming Torgal into something akin to an icon. Yeah, I would say Fafnir. I would think it's Fafnir. Alright, the former capital of the Duchy of Rosario, when Hugo Kepka forces invaded the entire city, was put to the torch and the magnificent castle sacked, and causing many of the inhabitants to flee. The siege of Rosalith, an incident in which Hugo Kepka, hoping to gain his revenge for the death of Benedicta Harmon, attempted to draw out Cid, whom now knew to be Clive Rosfield. From hiding with an attack of the capital of his beloved former homeland, the city became a battlefield, and amidst the death and destruction of many innocent lost their lives. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the idea that Clive stood to his whole idea of saying that he is the one that took out Benedicta, but at the same time, someone else is framing him. And if I had to guess who is framing him, I will say it's either... I wouldn't say it's Barnabas, actually, because at first I was thinking maybe Barnabas and, like, you know, well, I was also thinking the Empire too. The Empire is another great example that could be doing all that. But one thing that really came to my mind is, what if it's his mother? Because, you know, his mother's been a little sneaky as of recently. And I'm very curious about that child too. Matter of fact, do we have information on that kid? Wow, there's a lot of persons of interest that I have not looked at in a while. Where is... No. Here we go. Oliver Lesage, second son of the Emperor Sylvester of the Holy Empire of Sambric, and the third Empress Annabella, making him half-brother to Prince Dion and Clive. Ooh, interesting. His mother has involved him in the affairs in the imperial court since he was a small child. It seemed like he had some type of special abilities too, but we don't know for certain. Speaking of her, let's check out her real quick. Empress of the Holy Empire of Sambric, formerly of the Duchess of Rosaria, before she betrayed her nation and gifted it to the Empire. For a short while after the fall of the duchy, she was taken into the protection of the imperial crown, a pretense that ended with her bargained remarriage to Emperor Sylvester. The birth of Prince Oliver and her return to the rule over Rosaria was as viceroy. Sylvester Lesage, Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sambric, who won his throne at the least partly by virtue of his son, Dion, having awakened as the dominant of Bahamut. Yeah, he did not become a dominant himself. Let's see, any other people of interest? Yeah, the High Prince guy. Patriarch of the Crystalline Orthodox, a zealous believer in the Orthodox teaching that bearers and dominants are unclean creatures born of sin. He conducted the sacrificial slaughter of bearers and claiming that he was merely cleansing them of their corruption. Slain by Jill Warwick on her return to the Iron Kingdom, and answered not only for the crimes he committed, but those he forced her to commit in the name of his crusade. Yes. And it was well deserved. What is this? The Silvermane, chieftain of the Northern Territories and Jill Warwick's father. Oh, after his homeland raids into Rosaria were finally quelled by the duchy, his daughter was taken as a ward of the Rosfield family to ensure that he would never raise arms against them again. Interesting. I don't know, did we get an update on after Drake's head? Okay, Dominant of the Phoenix and the former heir to the ducal throne, Joshua is thought to have died in the hands of the second icon of fire during his disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he somehow survived appearing before his brother once more some 13 years later in the inner sanctum of Drake's head, and saving Clive in ultimate advances by calling upon the power of Phoenix to seal the being within him. Yeah. Nectar, the Hideaway resident Moogle, who Sid found trapped between fallen ruins and brought back to his deadland home, while all others hear its words as not but a succession of adorable Kupo-like cries. Clive is somehow able to make sense of them, learning that the creature professes to be a mighty hero who would see the terrible fiends that plague the realm laid low, for which purposes it persists in drawing Clive's attention to the hunt board. So far, that's like the only Moogle we've seen in the entire game, really. My firstborn and son, a loyal subject of Emperor Sylvester, ruler of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, as well as the leader of the Emperor's most elite fighting forces, the Dragoons. Dion is also the dominant of Bahamut, Warden of Light, and has often been called upon to summon his icon in defense of his countrymen. Most recently in the year of the realm 873, when Odin took to the field against them to the Battle of Bael's Tor. Yeah, I think we know about that. Yeah, Sid's faithful scout, now one of Clive's closest and most trusted allies. He continues to put his legendary nose to the work and service of the Hideaway. The information he brings back from his expeditions proven invaluable for the Cursebreakers in their efforts to save bearers from servitude. Though he lost an eye during Hugo Kepka's attack on the Hideaway, his scouting senses remain undimmed. That's right. Out with the Clive, in with Dion. I've heard from many people that Dion is like one of their favorite characters in here. And they haven't put any information saying that Joshua and Dion have a close relationship since they were kids, because we've seen that cutscene where Joshua was talking about it. By the way, Dion, hello, how was your weekend? Good to see you. Tarya, resident physiker of Clive's Hideaway and trusted ally of the cause. Branded as a bearer from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Tarya put her surgical training to use in the removing of her own brand, a procedure she has since perfected and offers to any other escaped slave. I like Tarya. Tarya is pretty good. I think Tarya is a really good character, and it's interesting that she's able to do something like that. I would think they would not allow characters to do something like that, considering it's a little OP. It can prevent them from, you know, being slaves. Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Well, hopefully that gets resolved pretty soon, dude. Dang, it seems like there's one thing after the other for you every weekend. Every weekend. My apologies. Lay of the land. Anything like major though? He's pulled bastards. Oh, Drake's head. Yeah, we destroyed Drake's head. There's like so much information. And it's kind of like my fault for missing to read some of these things, so so terribly. Yeah, so sorry. But yeah, it's totally my fault that I haven't read a lot of these things. So my bad on that. I do want to read a little bit about the Iron Kingdom real quick. An island nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig-Luxage. In the year of 878, it's the Mother Crystal Drake's Breath was destroyed in an attack launched by Sid the Outlaw. The loss of the crystal and the Patriarch, chief of the priests who served it, plunged the kingdom into chaos, leaving its monarchy wanting for a leader beyond its political impotent royalties. Drake's Breath. The Mother Crystal that once commanded the waters between Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom. After centuries of bitter conflict, the Iron Blood took control of the crystal and the island upon which it stood. That is until the year 878, when the sacred spear was brought crashing down by none other than Sid the Outlaw. The Mother Crystal's Drake's Breath held the Iron Kingdom since before the fall of Duchy of Rosaria was destroyed in the year 878, when its heart was shattered. The ensuring destruction took with it not just Mount Dranus, but the entire island of Britain. Wow, that's a lot of words I probably don't know. Enran, patriarch of the faith, known as the Crystalline Orthodoxy, was also killed in the attack. A solitary volcanic island rising from a brutal and unforgiving sea, known in the Iron Blood tongue as something. It was once a province of Rosaria, but eventually fell into the Crusaders, who considered it both a gateway to the continent of Storm and, more importantly, the wellspring of their faith. The Mother Crystal known as the Drake's Breath. The Boiling Crusade. Actually, yeah. A surprise attack launched to the Iron Kingdom on the Duchy of Rosaria in the year 860. Rosaria was critically weakened at the time, having lost Archduke Elwin Rosfield and been plunged into chaos in the aftermath of the attack on Phoenix Gate. The Iron Blood unleashed a wave of murderous destruction on the Rosarians and returned home with a human spoils in form of countless young women and children, Jill Warwick among them. Once independent states straddling the continent of Storm and Ash, its capital Twinside is built on the tiny isle of Ark, from which its Mother Crystal Drake's tail raises. After Drake's head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire sent Brick declared Twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty. While controversial, the move carried out by Prince Dion and his knights, Dragoon proceeded mostly unopposed, largely due to the lack of dominant of its own, with which to imitate the interlopes. Huh. What if they were supposed to have Leviathan? Because we don't have any details about Leviathan thus far. Mother Crystal located in the Crystalline Dominion. It is one of the only 5 remaining in Valistia and is the largest of its kind. Oh, I bet that's going to be like the last one or something. Solitude by the setting sun, the islands of the Dominion spread out before it. The tale is truly a wonder to behold. Okay. Mysteries of the Realm. Heart of the Mother Crystals. Excuse me. The brightly shining constellation of the shards that sits at the center of each Mother Crystal. When a heart shatters, so too does the mountain around it. Since time immemorial, sanctuaries have been built around the heart of the worship and protection of these irreplaceable treasures. Okay. Magic barriers. Some dominants have the ability to call upon a part of their icon power to summon a ward, a nigh impervious barrier that no magic nor matter can cross. However, its maintenance requires a continuous channeling of ether through the summoner's flesh, taking a heavy toll upon them. The larger the barrier, the greater the burden. Oh, I don't think I've read some of these. The first shield. Title granted to the mightiest and the most stalwart shield of the Rosarian army. The first shield is entrusted with the personal protection of the Dominant of Phoenix and is gifted a portion of the icon's power over flame, a boon known as the Blessing of the Phoenix, which is the next one. The boon Joshua bestowed upon his brother upon Clive's ordination as first shield, allowing him to wield fire aspect magic without a crystal. It has long been custom in Rosaria for the Dominant of the Phoenix to share a part of their power in this way, performing this rite of rejuvenation upon those they appoint as their protectors that they may serve them better. Anything else interesting? Sid the Outlaw. Missives. Vessel. Mythos. Journey of Moss. Saint. Oh, okay. So we gotta read these and then I'll move on. Okay, Journey of Moss. The Annals of Moss, the chronicler, a scholar of Ballistian history, noted not only for his singular insight, but for the lyricism of his writing, an exceptionalism that earned him the enmity of his fellow scholars and drove him from public life. Such were their misgivings towards him that only a handful of copies of the journal were produced, making the tome a prize found among collectors. The Saint of Sectory, a beloved Vestalian fable wherein the good knight Sir Grandel of Camelot, servant of Saint Sibyl the Unsought, does battle against the evil warlock Madhu. The story was a favorite of a young Clive Rosfield, and he would often act out scenes with his uncle, the young knight, naturally taking the role of Sir Grandel, and his rumbustious uncle Byron making a convincing Madhu. Okay, so that's interesting. It gives you details about, like, I guess, theater in that world. Mythos, the name by which Ultima addresses Clive. It appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power that he means to make the young Lord Marquis, but to what end he requires such a thing only Ultima knows. And I've also noticed that Barnabas' right-hand man, he knew Clive as being Mythos, which is interesting. How does he know that? Like, why would he know Clive as being that vessel? A vessel named that is being known as Ultima gives to Clive. It appears to be synonymous with Mythos. Mythos, Lagos? I think Lagos is like another thing in there. Beastery, oh, the Typhon, Ramu. Sure, let's read about Typhon. Seemingly drawn to the destruction of the heart of the Drake's head, Ultima emerged from a tear in reality wearing the skin of Typhon. Oh, the weathered and wizened colossus and drew Clive into a space between worlds wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel. Okay. I didn't know that he was dressed as him. I thought it was just, you know, Typhon. I don't think we have anything else that's worth reading in the Beastery for right now. I mean, we can, well, no, we know Ramu. Yeah, we know about Ramu. Cool. All right, I think, well, let's see, what's this? Fall into Siege. Nah, Mid of the Rock. Yeah, not stuff that we already know. Some of these things we already know, so I'm just like kind of skimming through some of them.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to keep up with the ATLs. It's just that whenever I get so dived into the story, it's kind of hard to keep up with it.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back. I dread to think what happened in Rosalith. The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the decking this time.
Shirley's got her work cut out keeping them in line.
By the way, Dion, what you have going on for tonight? What you working on?
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Kupka and his men had their fun with more than a few. None of the Empress's favourites, though. They all got away safe and sound.
Of course, with Barnabas's army's help. Warriors of Waylude.
Is now a good time? It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
he is.
Oh.
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
It's Mid.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win. How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her.
I kind of like her.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
No, I think Mid's related to Sid.
Take that as a compliment.
It's his daughter.
Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
I wonder if they made her an engineer. That'd be pretty cool.
Otto, you got my gill? Huh? What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying. That little...
Well, we had a letter.
Storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Uh-oh, Sid's daughter doing something. No, well, Sid ended up getting a letter. It's in a side quest very early on in the game. But I can see what you're saying. Her face kind of does look like Jill. But, no, we got a letter for Sid very early on, and it was saying something about his daughter. So it was like, oh, okay, yeah, his daughter. I think they mentioned that it was Mid. If they didn't mention it was Mid, then like, I would think it is because, you know, trailers. They said her name was Mid, and then like, of course, if we're going by, I would think it's Final Fantasy 4. It's either 3 or 4, but one of those, Sid had a son, and his name was Mid, and I would think that, oh, they decided to turn Mid in this game into a girl instead. You're just gonna confirm that I'm right? I would think that's really the case because we had a letter for Sid very early on in the game. Oh, playing more Pillars of Eternity too. Okay. Nice. I guess that's been keeping you very occupied lately. You didn't decide on no graphic novels? No, visual novels. You didn't decide on any visual novels to look at? Oh, you don't remember the letter? It was one of the side quests from very early on. It was like the guy that ended up dropping a bunch of stuff. He ended up dropping a lot of not a bunch of side quests. He dropped a lot of materials and stuff. Like, I think it was a bunch of goods and then a letter for Sid. That was the one. Afterwards you will? Okay, that's fair. You gotta finish one game and go on to the next one. Nectar, how was your adventures? Did I ever tell you about the time I toured the Northern Territories?
I trust you wrapped up warm.
I did so much saying, Kupo. Muggles don't feel the cold. Thanks for the exemplary fluffer fur. You humans are the only animals out there who feel the need to dress up to furs. In fact, that's precisely why I end up cutting my throat short, Kupo. My kindly greetings to the locals were met. And I make a better hero than I do a hat. Oh, they were gonna make him a hat? Okay. The Cursebreakers don't just tack up any old rumors just for, you know. Great pains to verify every little detail, Kupo. So you don't go letting all their hard work go to waste, Kupo. don't you let me, I mean them down. Okay. Any new ones? We got an A rank at Hawk's Cry Cliff, Rosaria. Okay.
Come on, Otter.
Hawk's Cry Cliff, Rosaria. It was gonna be in Rosaria. Hawk's Cry's Cliff right here. Okay. Well, we'll worry about that in a moment. Anything new, Vivian?
Here for another of my lectures.
Oh, ask about Mid.
We met under curious circumstances.
I think it's fair to say it was during my time at the university. I had returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Mid crushed under the lantern. Sketching some designs or other by candlelight, so she is an engineer. It's transpired that she had fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place of quiet refuge from overzealous tutors and the like.
Truly?
I insist she leave, but Mid being Mid, she refused to take no for an answer. And before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into the bargain. Though I soon wished I hadn't, her refusal to defer the authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study? I wonder. To be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to be delighted in my discomfort?
Still.
Our time together was not entirely disagreeable, not least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. And so I came to take refuge in your base of operations, just as she once did in mine. Okay.
Let me keep you.
I think it's good enough. We'll check out lore stuff later. Let's see what Mid's been up to. Oh. Asta, hopeless romantic.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness. Goots, meanwhile, is as burly as a behemoth, but as innocent as a babe in arms.
Oh. Whoa. Interesting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
Yeah, I'm good. What's Mid? What are you doing?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Dang on it, Mid. Trying to get us to work. You introduced yourself?
Where to start?
Right, Clive.
Tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Basically, I need a smith, a merchant, and someone who can work wood. And let's face it, my student allowance ain't gonna stretch that far. So do us a favour, will ya?
Student allowance. Guess she's still studying in the university or something, I guess. Trying to get us all to work.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
You know, I find it interesting that they're doing the whole female Sid in a way. Like, no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. But the accent is about the same as 15 Sid. At least Sydney, you know.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Supply kit. Sketches of inevitable devices seemingly drawn from the pages of a mad alchemist notebook, and a list of equally exotic alloys from which such things are smith. Okay. Well, I would say I would like her accent a lot better than Sydney's accent.
You can make them.
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
I would feel like it.
I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
I would think that she is trying to make an airship. You know, every Sid makes an airship in some kind of way. Yo, what's up, Dency? Yes. Whip job hopes.
Was wondering where you'd got
You know it.
Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
Oh, it's a different list this time. The noxious vipers that spilled from the cracks around a certain door in Sidolphus Talman's Deadland Hideaway would sting the eyes and burn the nose of anyone who strayed too close. Combining every ingredient on this list would no doubt produce a similar result. Well, good luck, Karen. I would think we get one new one.
Everything on there.
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us.
Oh, really?
If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Nice.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, so
the carpenter.
She's been going to work. Okay. She's been going to work. Where's the carpenter at? Over here? Okay. Well, it's good that she's actually contributing to the hideaway in some kind of way. But yeah, I would think that we get one job announcement in FanFest this month. Which is, I think, is about a week or so, right? I think it's next weekend? Or the week after? Yeah, we'll see Cryle in the new... Yeah, we'll see Cryle in the new trailer, I bet.
Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Name sounds familiar. To Martha's Rest? Okay. Sure, let's go ahead and go then. You're still on the Indiana Jones shirt? Yeah. I would think that would be pretty cool if Yoshi P did come out with an Indiana Jones shirt. And then they announced the whip class right there. That will be money. That'll be so money right there. Wait, Cryo with the whip? Is that you're saying Cryo is gonna have the whip?
All right.
There's a hunt here I want to do real quick. Wherever the hunt may be. Yeah, it should be around here. No, he's been right on so many occasions, so I definitely believe it happening if he's saying it. Oh, didn't mean to go down. We need to go back, actually. Oh, I have no potions and stuff? Oh, no, this is not going to be good if I try to do the hunting then. Alright, well, never mind. Let's go to Martha's Rest. I'll probably buy some potions here, and then we'll head back and try to do the... I'm gonna get my butt kicked. Yeah, whatever the new caster might end up being.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Cryo with a whip would be a bit slutty. It could just be a new character. They can create a new character with the whip class. That's the least I think they can do. They can make a new character, completely new character with the whip class. You know, just like they did with any other one, really. Like, Reaper was a new person and all that.
I can catch your eye. Much obliged.
Much obliged.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, that was good enough.
Stay sharp.
Ehrenvold? Oh my gosh, just Ehrenvold ends up having the whip job? Dude. I mean, he seemed like he was becoming more important in the story, which is kind of interesting. But I don't know if he ends up showing himself again with a whip, boy, I'm gonna be losing it. Zero becomes whip class. Why would that would be an interesting change for her? A very interesting change. Oh no. Did you just call Zero Bayonetta? Yeah. She uses guns instead of a whip. But no, I think Bayonetta has a whip for a weapon in at least 2 of her games. Oh, here's that guy.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Dang, what happened to this place?
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well,
Sure, I want to fight some stuff anyways.
And take care. I'd be much obliged if you could rid the old place of nasties. And so would my ma and pa, I'm sure.
Sure thing, buddy. Oh, wait, I need to equip Titan real quick because we haven't got to do that. I'm removing Ramu. Sorry. Ramu's ability is not that great. Like, it's circle ability. I don't like its circle ability as much. Okay, we can. Oh, I got Raging Fist. Yeah, I got Raging Fist. Steps forward and delivers. Well, that one has more. Oh, yeah, this has more damage. Maybe Raging Fist instead of Upheaval. Upheaval's. Let's see. All enemies with range hold button to increase range, dealing damage. Step forward, deliver a blinding fury of high-speed punches, blocking an enemy attack with the step forward increases. Okay. Oh yeah, so that's like the physical counter. Yeah, I can take that. Yeah, I like a lot of Titan's abilities, but yeah, unfortunately Ramu is like the least favorite for me. But what's interesting is that I've seen some people said that I've been having these since the beginning of the game. Healing potency we can keep. Defense, I don't think I need to worry about defense as much. Do we have anything in here that seems really good to use? Aerial boost. Temporary increase Berserker ring. Temporary increase attack proficiency with each precision dodge. A lot of these ability one specifics I'm not too big on. I think I will. Yeah, let's go with this one. See what it's all about. It's purple too, so it might be even better. Yeah, sorry Sid, man. I like you, but your abilities haven't really stuck with me. I mean, there's a couple of them I do like, I will say.
This shouldn't take long.
There's a couple that Sid does have that I do like, but... Oh! Wow, did I? Okay, good. It didn't take it away from me. Oh. Okay. Okay. I gotta get used to using Titan's abilities again. It's been a while since the demo when I was trying out the Titan abilities. Oh, wait, so if I may not need Garuda's physical counter since I have Titan now. Because he's got a pretty good physical counter. Oh, What is that? Okay, let me try out this new one with Titan real quick. Or just get smacked. That was a big fail. Oh no, this is what happens when you don't play for a whole weekend. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't play a full weekend. Oh boy. I'm not representing very well. No, that was bad. Oh, really? Okay. Ah, that was early. There we go. Oh, really? Yo, Lucas, what's up, man? Not very good damage.
Nice try.
Oh, hey, what is that? Oh, is that the Berserker ring? I think that is the Berserker ring. It's gotta be. Yeah, that's definitely gotta be the Berserker ring. And it gives me new attacks too.
Farewell.
Okay. I did not do so good right there. That was due to me not being I'm a little rusty because it's been a few days. So my apologies. Can Titan transform into a car like Titan in 14? I don't know. We haven't done that fight yet.
That should do it.
Maybe. Be interesting.
Made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
See you later, man. I think it's a good thing I didn't end up doing that hunt because...
I should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
I think it was good for me to get an actual warm-up, considering it's been an entire week. I think while I'm off, I should just do some training, you know? So I can stay strong and up to date on what I'm doing. Okay, any goodies around here before we go off? I am hoping we can be able to make it to the Titan fight tonight. That will be great. Then we can see if he does transform into a car. And starts playing that song. Da, 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 da. We start jamming. I actually really like that Titan song. Anything goody in here? Any goodies? Whoa! It almost reminds me of Still Wind from the very beginning. You'll be asking for a refund if he doesn't. Oh, this looks like a boss arena. Oh, this is where that Iron Giant from the launch event. Oh, I'm really excited to be able to play against that thing. The Critter Cleaver. Is that like a weapon in the game? Chrysidia, a village located deep within the wetlands of central Rosaria. It was once the site of an aqueduct that was hoped would carry water to the capital, Rosalith. But these plans never came to fruition due to both the Holy Empire annexation and the duchy and a sudden influx of feral beasts displaced by the Blight's march south through the Dim. Nowadays lies abandoned, many of its residents having fled to nearby Martha's Rest. Bernard, a carpenter who resides at Martha's Rest, whose speed and skill, together with the surrounding marsh waters, deleterious effect on the planks and piles of the village, many bridges keep his service in high demand. Oh yeah, we saved this guy earlier from the little scorpion crabs so he can build a bridge. Okay, I remember him now. Oh, that's her name. Midadel Talaman. Daughter of Sid and student of engineering at the University of Canvir. From a young age, Mid showed the same passion for invention as her father, and an even greater aptitude. She is as well versed in the secrets of modern and following technology as any scholar in the twins, and means to put that knowledge to use in the service of the Hideaway. Midadel. I would guess that's how you pronounce her name. Okay, I see what you're saying with it. So it's like farming materials.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
But the piles of gore does sound a little like, whoa, what the heck? It just sounds completely different from what the description of the name, like Critter Cleaver. Well, actually, if you think about it, a cleaver. Usually if you have a cleaver, that's usually something very gruesome. So never mind. Oh, she got all her stuff.
All right, Clive, you've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
You know it.
Nope.
Oh.
Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Build me an airship, Mid. Build me an airship and we can be in very good terms. Oh. For wind up. Or wind up.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Did Bernard say how long he was going to be? I mean, it's fine, but I hope he comes soon.
I think she's impatient. Oh, quests? Oh. Okay, 2 side quests. Hold on. Is there any more in the overworld? Okay, no. Just the 2. Alright, so one where Jill is, the infirmary, and the other one is on the boarding deck. The weight of command. Do no harm, okay. Well, I'm gonna go and check this out at least. Dories.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
See, there's just what I was saying earlier. They give you about like 2 or 3 quests in the beginning, and then you can continue on story stuff.
We're lucky that Stolas escaped the Dragon's Eyrie unscathed. Without it, we would never even have known that Cole's team had been attacked.
Okay. Well, we can definitely check that out. Uh-oh, you're doing a reload save. No, we gotta live with our actions, man. We gotta live with them. I think this is probably gonna continue story, but you know what, let's just see.
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Okay, well that's good to know. A little more details about Torgal.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
Well, he's gonna have to wait. We got quests over here.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodriguez.
Talia has tasked me with removing a curse breaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
He does seem desperate.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
More flowers.
If we could get ammonia to grow here in the Hideaway, we wouldn't have to risk our lives to gather it.
I'll go get these flowers for you then. Can we talk to Jill real quick? Yeah, we can.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Treatment diary. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a lacration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so that I could heal. But not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he disobeyed my instructions. The next time he comes to me for treatment, I'm going to tie him to the bed. Oh no. Alright, Jill, get your rest. We'll be back later. Alright, where is it that we need to go? We got a few places that we gotta go to. So we got there and there. Which one is... Okay. I said, well, let's do this one first. Alright, Denzi, you have yourself a great night, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. And I hope you have yourself a lovely night.
That the Glassgate flood has finally spread to them.
We need a whip emote? Okay, I'll try working on one. But I'm gonna need some ideas of how the whip emote should look like. So if you got any ideas, feel free to message me about it. Or just say something on Discord or anything. A whip emote, yeah, that's gonna be actually kind of funny looking. Oh, we haven't been over here in a while.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The Hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
We're gonna be taking out some goblins.
When the goblins drove off the slavers' guard, I thought they might be doing us a favor. Damn fool.
Oh, they're literally right there.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Oh, okay, I should have really noticed that he was getting ready to attack me. Alright, I'll let Torgal handle him while I take on this guy. Nice. Not a good enough dodge. Oh. Okay, decent. Not good enough. Yeah, I gotta get myself back on the flow of everything again.
Nice try.
I wonder if I can do my... Can I do my... Slightly, not a whole lot. I was wanting to know if I was able to fire projectiles while also in this state. Just slightly, it slows me down a little bit. There we go. Much better combat stills right there. Much better. That was actually a pretty good shot.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
I wonder if the hideaway actually updates if you do something like that. Like actual rescue some of these bears.
My team needs proper medical attention, but we'll get our new companion settled first.
Why risk your lives to free the likes of us? What could you possibly gain?
Nothing for her, okay. Gosh, that's so beautiful. There's so many times that it just makes me want to stop and look at everything. But yeah, that's a pretty good question that I have. It's like, I'm just wondering if everything actually updates as we go through the entirety of it. Like maybe there's like new NPCs in the hideaway doing a few things. Okay, where is this hunt at? Do I even have enough heals? Yeah, I think I should be good. That's one fine bird. Nah, I don't think that's it. Is it? Nah, that ain't it. Oh, those look like regular enemies. It's definitely gotta be somewhere.
The riddle was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Was those chocobos trying to fight me just because I'm riding a chocobo?
This might take a while.
Hold on. You know what? I just realized I don't have any AoEs. So, which is pretty crazy because I end up switching to Ramu or having Ramu having my AoEs.
Nice try. It's over.
Yo, Tashi, what's up, dude? Good evening. You back from your outing? Well, just in time, man. How's it going? Nah. There we go. Now give me my flowers. Oh, no worries, man. We're only just now getting started for real.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Just doing some side questing right now. Haven't really did too much story related things.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Wonder where could this hunt be though? Well, we'll figure it out later. Let me just go back here. We got some friends that came to Louisiana. Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the dead.
Well, that's good to know that you had a good time with some people that came to visit you.
Sid, welcome back. A stolus from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Interesting that we got these two quests that are mostly talking about the branded people. Very interesting. Maybe we're getting ready to get something that's leading up to more information about branded people. Oh, they might have more dialogue here.
I didn't mean to doubt my comrades, but I couldn't leave them out there either. I need to trust them more, I see that. But that doesn't mean I need to care about them any less.
Okay, let me read this hunt board one more time, so I can get a good idea of where I was supposed to go. Okay, location, Cliff's Crime, that was where we were at. Maybe this will have a little more detail as to where exactly. Muddy Murder. Okay, rumor is spreading throughout the southern reaches of Rosaria Pool. The moorings of Middle region. While it resembles not but a puddle of strange sludge for distance, any man or beast that draws too close to it is slimy for me. So look for like a mud beast. Been sighted in the Moors and Middle region. Okay, Moor and Middles region. Where's that at? Moors and Middle region. I mean, it should be around here. I don't know where the Moors and Middle region could be. That's Martha's Rest and all that. Unless it could be like two connections somewhere. Like there's like maybe another, no, it won't let me go any lower. So yeah, it has to be around here then. It's Amber. Well, it sounds like it should be near like water and all that, so I would just keep looking around later, see if we can find it. All right, my man, I got your stuff.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
A wild herb that, when brewed into an infusion, and dulled the pain of barber's blade.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine.
All right, Shadow Wolf. Appreciate you, man.
Which means I trust you.
Take care out there.
The Hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified.
He won't make the move.
The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like...
Dang, Clive with the speech.
Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
That was a pretty interesting one there. But I would definitely say it is good that Talia has got some help. And this guy is helping her out on patience and all that. Because it kind of sounded pretty crazy that she was doing a lot of stuff herself.
Sorry, I let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger. For the Hideaway. For all of us.
But it does sound like a lot of work just to get the brands off. I wonder how they even get it on there. Did we ever find out how they got brands onto our faces? Aside from, like, you know...
To their old tricks again.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory.
Oh, yeah?
Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf.
Frostwolf?
Native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
That's what I meant. Fenrir, not Fafnir. But...
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
I just picked up on that too.
People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable.
Mm-hmm.
He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Bark.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Oh, interesting. I was not expecting a Frostwolf, but Fenrir, I definitely theorized that with Torgal. But it does make sense considering that Torgal and Jill were very close in the very beginning. The very beginning, it was them two always together. And of course, Torgal had love for Clive as well, but...
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
So where's my airship?
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
You gonna make my airship? I'm expecting my airship.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall.
I have a feeling they're probably not gonna do any airships in this game, really.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
I don't even know what we could use the airship for unless we're going to like a different location, maybe Matia, which is the red star, but I don't know. We shall see. That would be pretty cool, actually.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon. Don't want to get roped into her experiments.
What are you planning?
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
And Clive's just gonna stand there and wait?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive, I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
Really?
I have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Why?
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Yeah, why wouldn't Clive take the throne? Unless Joshua takes it, but... Oh, it's Byron.
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
How do you even find this place?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
I don't think Clive told him where the location is. How did he get there? Meanwhile, ooh, juicy story time.
The Dhalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dhalmekians empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan. Nor has the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dhalmekians will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him, and while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dhalmekians to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Dion doesn't like that.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Yeah, certainly a good guy. This Emperor. With some flower fetish.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
That woman.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Interesting.
Doing here? Only one way to find out.
Very interesting. Dang it. Where's the lore guy? I gotta know what's going on. Yeah, that's I I had a feeling that Dion wasn't too much of a bad guy, really.
Thing after another around here.
And his dad is just making him do a bunch of things that he doesn't want to do or doesn't seem right. But freaking Annabella. And what's up with the kid, dude? I feel like there's something special about that kid.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the dear Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He
Oh.
really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Oh, really?
2,000?
And as they casually walk by.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Ooh, another one of these. This always gets me excited.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
Wow.
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Makes sense.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away.
We already
When
knew
I
that.
think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw.
The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canverward on business after visiting you here.
Oh, really?
The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Well, neat. We're gonna have Byron in the party? I would think. Okay, it doesn't have them listed there. Oh no, maybe they will eventually.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop on.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Ruzena Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
He's like, please don't let him come along with us. Alright, Jag, you have yourself a good night. Yeah, I don't know how close I am to Titan's fight, but hopefully sometime soon. But I don't know, the way things are going, it doesn't seem like I might get there soon.
I heard they call Ruzena the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. That and her habit of bolting at the first sign of danger. But if she knew Sid was looking for her, she might just be tempted back out of her burrow.
Okay.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
Yeah, sleep well and take care.
Refuse. Especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion.
Really?
He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live, eh?
Well, now that we've got a few gills to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Flane's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
Ooh, salmon's
You
good.
to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend all at once.
I agree. Yo, y'all couldn't give me some of that Gil?
I've never seen a crate full of Gil before, let alone two. Your uncle certainly knows how to make an entrance.
I mean, you can give me some of that Gil. You know, I would like to have some of that. Y'all just not gonna share it? That's not fair. Alright, I want to check something real quick with Vivian.
Favorite pupil.
Oh, ask about Byron.
Lord Byron Rothfield.
Of the 7 high houses, protector of the Port Isolute, and your uncle, no less.
Tell.
He was an adventurous soul, and journeyed alone to the secret lair of the villainous Sid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give the truth to such rumors. He would make a valuable ally, and a generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful. Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to the grand sari here in the Hideaway. I must practice my steps. That's cute.
Allow me to educate you.
Not much new. Same old stuff. Yeah, it seems like just the same old stuff, but interesting nevertheless.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting ready to go, is the Drake's head. Yeah, that's when they came to go pick up Titan. Okay. Interesting.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Alrighty. Actually, hold on. I want to see if, Wait, then what does he got to say?
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Sid.
Don't say that. The last thing you need when you're crossing the desert is for the wind to pick up.
Okay. I want to see what Tarya and Jill have to say. If we just let them know that, you know, Byron's here.
Jill's staying here, and that's that. I should have never let her go with you to Rosalith.
Yeah, but that was her choice.
I'm fine, Clive, really. I just need some rest.
Alright, just checking up on y'all too. Okay, I think we can go ahead and move on. So, what time is it? Oh yeah, we still got plenty of time. But I am curious of how close we are getting to Titan. Hold on there, Byron. I think I got a new letter in my office that I need to check before we go anywhere. Oh, and new equipment and stuff?
Is it business or pleasure?
Ask about mid. Is irresponsible the word? The girl doesn't let anything get her down, and that's for certain.
The opposite.
In fact, she's got a way of making every bugger else get up and dance to her tune.
Father like daughter.
Eh? I say it ran in the blood, if I didn't know better. Can't wait to see what kind of queer contraption she comes up with next. So long as she doesn't try and rope me into building it for her. Alright.
Ta-ra then.
Well, before I do check out what wares you got, hold on.
Clive.
Ask about mid.
Summer storm, that one.
Rolls in when you least expect it, soaking you in your skin, and leaving you wriggling your britches. Just like our old man. Keeps us on our toes, though. He's straightforward, I could say. Ooh, grindstone. Sounds like something that Dion wants to use. When he lifted his fist, beneath them was found naught but dust. Iconomockery, Book of Borrow, 730.
It last you a good while.
Drake Slayer, okay. Oh, these are from hunts.
If I do say so myself.
Okay. Well, that's good. I got a few things from hunts. Refinement. Yeah, I think we're good.
Anything else?
Let's take a look at this real quick. Interesting.
Sid's going to find her and finish the job.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Coin purse weighing you down.
No, I'm just trying to find what's good to buy. Calm your britches. Let's see, how much money we got? Oh, we got a lot of money. I'm gonna buy this song.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
One potion.
Cannot find a better price than that.
No elixirs. Too expensive. One of these days we might end up getting an elixir.
Is that all?
Maybe. Alright, let's check out this new song.
Oh, Maeve knows how to rock.
I do like this song. I'll keep it. Alright, let's go ahead and move on.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Finally, a new zone. I wonder what this new zone's gonna be all like. I think I'm gonna save that hunt until later. So right now, I'm just gonna move on to, what is this? Valkroy Desert, northwestern Dhalmekia, a vast and arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dhalmekia since the time immemorial. Dhalmekian Republic.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Hey, yeah, so Byron is in our party. Riddle of the Sands. I want to see his little chibi form. Yeah, look at him go. Okay, cool. We got another party member. All right, what are my icon abilities? Do I have enough for anything? What happens if I mastered this? Increases limit break gauge. Gain upon blocking an attack. Okay, that's pretty good. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna be using Titan's block as much. I'm gonna wait and save up some more points before we do anything else. Wow, this place is...
Destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
This place is so bright. Okay, just had to fight some of the enemies around here.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Oh, really?
Me and your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
Oh, really?
You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Mm-hmm. That's cute. I don't know if we ever found out how old Joshua is, so I can't really pinpoint when that was in time. He looked to be 236. That's one old kid.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Friends of friends, I'd wager. Not that they looked very friendly.
Why haven't I been riding my chocobo?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move?
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town, to deal with any Imperial reprisals.
Wonder how hunts are going to be operated here.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalimil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Yeah, sure. Can we even get down there? I don't even think it will let me even do anything, though. Oh, black chocobo.
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Oh. Sorry, Torgal. Oh. Poor guy.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Dang, one server?
Pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Them tips better be good. If she's like the only server. How much gil an hour do you make? Oh, hey.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
He said Joshua needs to be in a nursing home. whatever age he is, he looks pretty good. Where's she going?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Byron, you just ruined it for us.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend.
Aww.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Really? What the heck?
Take him.
Alright, who wants to go first? Actually, I'll just take all of y'all with this. Oh, nope, I screwed up. There we go. Try to be cool. Ooh, 70.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Come on, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. You got an opportunity. I lied. Alright. This time I'm being for real. I'm being for real this time. Okay. So far from home. Okay, that was a little fun. Everybody likes a little bar fight.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
This guy is silly. I wonder if she's gonna recognize us.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Everything looks so beautiful. Sorry about y'all's tables.
Clive?
Yep.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Wonder how he will react if he'd known that Joshua is alive as well. I didn't mean to destroy the tables. It just happened. And I think most of the cutscene took care of it.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
I thought Torgal's not allowed to be in here. Oh well. Show him some love.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Is there... Wow. Wow. Okay. So this is a pretty big place.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Ruzena Dalimil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Ruzena Dalimil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Okay. Speak to the townspeople. So they're obviously gonna make us do another one of these. Where we're gonna meet someone, they're gonna give us like a pin of recognition. And then we'll be moving on from there.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Ruzena Dalimil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Okay.
Dalimil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
Okay, well... Oh. I gotta go check out this water real quick. Whoa. Now that is pretty. That is beautiful. I would do anything to see water like this somewhere. But I don't know if you can even see like this in any deserts in like real life or something. Not that I know of.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Sweetmeat.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Ruzena Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
I think I'm good. Think so.
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
So we ran into another town with all of that interesting stuff.
Silver platters, hanging lanterns, keep the doctors.
Okay, where's our person?
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
I don't think, yeah, I was like, I don't think they would let me in the water. Now that is interesting looking. Oh, I see treasure too. Oh, there's that guy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Ruzena Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
The baths.
Thank you kindly.
Are we gonna get a bath scene?
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows. Goblin coin.
I feel like we're gonna have a bath scene coming up. Anytime they have like a desert place with baths and all that, or just baths in general, there's bath scenes.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Ruzena Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
We're not gonna tell them that we're Sid?
I know who you're looking for. Go to the bordello and wait there.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Really? Okay. I wonder if this is going to get all of them. It does. Nice.
It's over.
Oh, more guys? More enemies? More beans? Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't even know I can cancel that if I want it. Well, that's good to know just in case. That was too easy. Oh, poor guys. Probably just got hired just to take us out, but they got their butts kicked.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Ruzena. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
You see, that's how we get our answers. You go around beating up people and you get your answers. I think I need to start taking lessons from this.
Stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Once you go flat. Is that it? Just once you go flat? Okay.
Good sir, you'll be
The finest fabrics!
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Ruzena Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you. My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Wow, I am gonna put a sword through his head.
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
After blackmailing us.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What?
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha!
This guy.
Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
Don't blame you.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
In exchange for 1 greatsword forged to the specifications here under, Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil, no less than 8 hands in length, weighted pommel, briar claim and lay, serrated edge suited for cutting bone. Okay. So it does seem like he's like an armsman of some kind. Yeah, Dion, I'm over here thinking that we should just, like, you know, just slice and dice him right here, but I don't know. It seems like he's the only hope.
Finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries.
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
Yeah. He better make sure not to disappoint me, though. Alright, so we got several quests all over the place.
A deposit? For what?
Information, my good man. Now, listen carefully.
Byron's gonna do it in a whole nother way. If he's, yeah, just end up making him look like Kupka, then yeah, he'll help us out.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing. There's cartloads of crystal coming out of Drake's Fang every day. Meanwhile, we're all having to get by with half-spent shards. Someone's siphoning it off.
Okay. That's one. Oh, what's this? For the best drop in Dalimil, visit the final sting. Okay. I'm definitely hearing some soaking in this music.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Yeah, he's in there every night, putting in the work.
The men of the rock are Lord Cook's private guard. He must be a generous man. The amount they spend when they come calling.
Look at that chocobo. Any treasure?
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. So I guess we're not gonna meet this woman at all. Or maybe she's not around no more.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking.
Dang, she just scoped me.
But than Dhalmekia and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand too.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
I'm beginning to understand too. But did you see that? She was scoping me. She looked up and down and just gave me the dirty look.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm sorry.
Looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
But what?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace.
I am.
The guard, those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
Alright, alright. I thought my uncle just paid you guys tons of money.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Is he in one of these doorways? Okay, I can't go through there. Okay, so he's in here or somewhere. One of these doorways got a... Okay, there we go.
Huh? Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
Hey.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Selling the Black Pearl? Oh no, Captain Jack Sparrow would not be happy. What are you doing over here?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I see.
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Let me treat you.
Oh, interesting.
I need a drink.
Genuine cactar needles, imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. Well, we haven't seen any cactors. I would like to see some cactors. And it would make sense if they're here. You know, deserty area.
Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
Okay, so it's way over there. So we're gonna have to exit out of here by going through the main gate. Interesting. But yeah, I would love to see some cactors. We haven't seen any of them. And if they aren't in this, then like, I wonder how powerful they are.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Okay, back to the main open area. Oh, Oh, there's another way to get there. I missed that gate. Okay, well, back through here. My apologies. There we go. This way. Kind of been wanting to get back into fighting too. Red chocobos. Do you think they're gonna be? Oh wait, no. We saw no. Those are brown chocobos from early on, but these are red. So are they just as powerful as the red chocobos from Final Fantasy 14? Certainly look interesting looking though. I'm not gonna attack it unless they start attacking me. Oh, well, okay, these crabs, scorpions do. Nope, too early. Oh, good one, Torgal. He's doing damage over there. Yeah, I saw something over here. And I want it. Is it not over here? Okay, well, maybe it's not here. Man, it definitely doesn't feel like 3 hours just went by right there. What are these? Wild Knacks. Okay, they want to fight, so let's go. I've been wanting to get in more combat. Feels like we haven't done much of it this time. And the levels are getting pretty high, so we're gonna need to start fighting more. Ah, thank you, Byron. Appreciate that. Well, you guys did good too. You killed the other enemy. Welcome back, Tashi. How was your endeavors? Okay, we're almost to the goal. This is where we're supposed to be meeting them. I feel like we're gonna be fighting. We're definitely gonna be fighting. Oh, I see. It is getting late at night.
I'll take it from here.
Dang, look at all those crystals.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
Yes.
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Who? Oh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Okay, well, hey, are we gonna have all those crystals once you're all done? Not that it's gonna do me any good anyways, but gotta start with my opener. And a little bit of this. Ooh, look at that damage.
Over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Come on, give me your best shot. Nice try. Oh wait, we got a healer. Where's the healer at? Are you that? You look like you could be. Easy money. That was a little OP on him. Alright, let me go help out Byron. Oh, he's doing pretty good over here. Except that... Oh, Torgal, nice one. More enemies. That's fine, keep on bringing everyone. I would like to keep on fighting. Oh, they brought a black chocobo too. Oh, I don't want to hurt the chocobo. Well, I guess we have no choice. Sorry, chocobo. Nice. Sorry, chocobo. Didn't mean to do that to you.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly.
This guy, he's asking for it.
Confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
I feel like he's gonna use these. He's totally going to.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse.
I thought Clive was a cool name.
Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.
Well, this guy's asking for it.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Another pin. Desert Rose.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
Yep, I figured we were going to get another seal of approval.
Feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Ruzena Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
That's so cool.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
My pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Oh, I just realized we got a lot of ability points. I need to spend some of that.
You wish to talk?
Oh, goodness. Oh, no. I should have never tried clicking on this guy again, so he's just so cocky. Alright. What's going on?
You and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade, and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names. I figured I was getting that vibe from him. You didn't think Ruzena Dalimil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited from her, along with her title and her smithery. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work, making blades instead of trouble. Yes. She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpected as she had entered it. I swore to follow her footsteps, and I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert her, why I care for the orphans of Dalimil. Indeed, I had thought of my obligations to Renz and Draka to be my most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters. Still? I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? That depends.
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A viable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt the people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in ever greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican exorcismen. Not that the edicts of Randala carry much weight in these parts. Dalimil has long been something of a law into itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
They did.
Until Kupka built that castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Oh, interesting. Dalimil has been Titan's fiefdom since then. That is fiefdom. And while his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute. You see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection, by predecessor's chief among them. Okay.
How very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dhalmekia and Waylude, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchant of Dalimil will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be rushing to thank you for the service you have done them, if, of course, they had any idea what you have done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
Simply no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every mother crystal in the twins and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. You try not to disappoint me. All right.
Best of luck.
Yeah, this guy is something else. I will also say I like the name Clive. I think we talked about this on Discord not too long ago, but really I like the name Clive. I don't think it's a bad name. I mean, what makes some people not to like it?
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
You're welcome. Okay, how many side quests we got? There's 2 that just popped up there. Okay, just 2. I might have enough time to do these 2, and that's it. There are some people that were saying that they didn't like the name Clive until they played through this game. But ever since they first announced the characters' names and all that, I enjoyed the name Clive. I thought it was a really nice name. It's different from your typical made-up names that Final Fantasy has done for quite some time already.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware.
Mm-hmm.
He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalimil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
All the better.
Oh, right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for a living.
Mm-hmm.
There's the butcher. of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, Cloud, Lightning, Sea, or Titus, Zidane, Squall.
Take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Yeah, all of those names are just like made up Final Fantasy names.
The men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves.
It would certainly explain why we haven't been getting our fair share of late.
I was listening to their dialogue. Aerith, air, yeah, that's right.
Fresh bread, warm from the...
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Don't tell me. What? You're a Clive hater? I thought Clive is a good name. But what about Noctis? Noctis, that just means... I think that just means Night Sky Prince.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
I mean, I like names that have meanings behind it and, you know, have some uniqueness and all that, but I also like regular names. You know, Final Fantasy had regular names in it as well, you know.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
Oh, no worries. I'm just gonna talk to this person.
All those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
Yep, I agree.
Save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Trashtis? Is that supposed to be Noctis, but Trash is a better name than Clive? Oh no.
All my years tending the baths, I've never known anything like this to happen. Please, find out what's gone wrong.
Are there even people in real life that their name is Clive? I don't know anyone in real life where their name is Clive.
Wait inside. They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Oh, sweet.
Well, we can make our way back to the Flan.
We don't need to go through there yet.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
There are?
Why?
Oh, interesting.
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Can't you see I'm busy? Unless you'd like a closer look at my knives.
What you got to sell?
Are you looking for something in particular?
Oh, I already got the platinum sword. Interesting that you can get it here. Lightning rod. Lightning blade. The 1,000 tables orchestrion roll. I think I'm good.
Very well.
Thank you. Alright. Oh, I gotta go way over there. Interesting. Okay, well... yeah, let's go ahead and go do that. And we can make our way back. Yeah, I didn't even know there was actual people named Clive before. That's definitely new to me.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Dhalmekia and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Nothing to say, Byron? Okay.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Yeah, sure. Is that our quest over there? It looks like it. Oops, sorry, Byron. Didn't mean to run into you like that, buddy.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
That's one fine chocobo right there.
What the hell are those things?
They're bombs. Okay, where'd I go to get these bombs, though? Okay, so I just go through this path. Let me just circle this guy while I'm trying to talk to him. What you got to say, traveler? I probably got to get off my chocobo.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
What? What did I do? No goodies? Oh, wait, there's a goodie. Yes. Wow, this song's pretty good. I like this song. Too much Mario? Well, it's like...
That explains the heat.
It's like the little bombs from Mario, you know, the... Oh, shoot. Come on, fire again. Fire again.
Thanks, boy.
Farewell.
Nice. Ah. Oh, more enemies. Okay.
Waken winds!
Oh. Oh, whoa, that's a special one right there. Oh, hold on.
You shouldn't have.
Oh, thanks, Byron. Oh, no direct hit? Or did I just get smacked by the other one? Nope. Oh, that was cool. We did like a little team attack there.
Well done.
Oh, no. He's a big enemy, so... No, I don't have that. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Nice. Interesting looking bomb. And for the record, I made one Mario reference. One Mario reference.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Matter of fact, it was a YouTube video that I watched that I pretty much referenced there, really. Yes, it's Mario, but also... Oh, these hot springs, actually. Hey, these baths might be nice. I would love to be in one of these baths one day. It's actually kind of cool looking. But yeah, there's a YouTube video. I'll probably post it on like Discord or something so you guys can see it. But that's what I was mostly referencing. It's a pretty good YouTube video. It's hilarious. I don't know if any of y'all ever heard of Kurosai or something like that, but he makes very hilarious videos. You caught me very quick.
I saw with my own two eyes what you did to those devils down there, and I still hardly believe it.
Time to make the girls scream. I don't know what girls are gonna be screaming off that.
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, if it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
Okay. That's our path that we need to go, but let's turn in these side quests first before we end up doing it. And I want to get a good listen to this song. It sounds really good.
I do. Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalimil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess, but I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well,
yeah, springs.
I'm thinking, if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay.
Okay, well, interesting little idea, buddy. Hopefully it works out for you. That was an interesting little spill. He just gave me his whole entire plan Right then and there. How would he know if I didn't steal his idea? He'll be in a lot of trouble if I stole his idea. As much information he done gave us.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
There he is. The man who saved my business. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Bombs.
What I expected, that's for certain.
They were bombs, and there was one unique one. It looked purple and bluish. Man, it had some special abilities. You should have seen it, man. I'm telling you.
You tell a fine story.
Thank you.
That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Bro, how did you even know I had the job done? If you didn't see the... You can just look out your window and see that there were bombs out there. Sure, whatever. Ignition. We can use that in a minute. One of the hardest materials known to man. Oh yeah, I think I've read that before.
The scrubbing is almost finished. We appreciate your patience.
It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead. It sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Fresh bread. Alright, man, I got your knife details.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. The trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test.
Some bread do sound good.
But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy.
Mm-hmm.
I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Oh, it's still going. I thought that was it. Dang, he went a good distance. Sheesh. Okay. No, I have to go this way. Wow, he went a pretty good distance. All right, well, let's go. How did he run all the way that fast?
Ready, go?
He used the gummy ship. Dang, where did he get that gummy ship from? If mid made it, then like, what the heck, mid? Where's my gummy ship? Oh, I can't jump over it. Oh, come on, Ambrosia, you can do it. Yeah, I would like a gummy ship.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalimil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalimil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose.
Oh, limestone.
Folk first settled Dalimil to get at her mineral deposits. And if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Dang, my man wants all kinds of things. All right, where are we going? Way over there? Sheesh, I was just there.
Throw it in the furnace.
I guess I should have, Dang, that's one fine chocobo.
Come on.
Okay, I guess I should have just did that before going way over there to do the other quests. Oh well, that's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have enough time to do Titan tonight. And I was thinking about probably doing that hunt before calling it a night as well.
Back to the stables, girl.
But I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that hunt if I can't find it.
Yes,
Take a
they're
sniff,
quite
good sir.
the juiciest meat from Greens.
Because I have a feeling if we head our way to Titan, it's gonna be a lot of heavy expedition that's gonna be happening. Like story stuff.
Do you have water?
Spring limestone.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
He might turn into a card and lead me on a chase. Like I said, if he did turn into a card during that fight, that's gonna be extremely epic. Extremely epic.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
But then again, how would he even know about a card?
To a silken softness.
Knowing where
Carpets have pride of place.
this game takes place.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
A brittle white stone that grows in the restorative hot springs near Dalimil. When dried and milled into a fine powder, it can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of the impurities. Yep.
You are one of the good ones, you know that.
I appreciate it.
That merchant boat, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
This was a lot of quests, so I'm expecting something good. Expecting.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yeah, he's right.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for.
Yeah.
As for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
He's actually got a point on each of those. On each of those, he's got a real good point.
Looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Cool.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
No problem, man. Alright, let's see if we can find this hunt. Alright, Don, you have yourself a good night. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. I'm getting ready to do this last hunt, and I'm going to be calling it a night myself, too. So, it won't be too long for me. Oh. I'm not going to worry about any of that right now. See if I can find There we go. I did go a lot more later than usual tonight. Alright. One fine chocobo. Alright. Alright, so we just gotta find a muddy looking enemy. Oh, okay, so the cliff is blocking it. I see it. So it's down here. Oh, I seen a treasure chest over here. Let me grab that real quick.
Straight home now.
Black blood. Alright, so it's gotta be around here somewhere. Like, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's gotta be it. Oh, nope. Here we go. Flan Prince. Thank you for the help. Appreciate that. Alright, let's... Whoa, level 38? Oh, this is gonna be a challenge. Oh, too early.
Well done, Torgal.
I guess I should have stocked up on items first. Nice. Yeah, that's what I've heard from many people. It says that the Titan fight is really good. And unfortunately, I don't think I have enough time for it tonight. There we go. There we go. Wow, I didn't do him. He recovered quick from that. I would like to try to get to Titan though. That was one of my goals for tonight, but so many other things going on. Okay. That wasn't close enough. Thank you. Okay, we're like halfway through him.
Nice try.
There we go. Yeah, I usually use my limit break for like emergencies for heals and also this, and unleashing a bunch of attacks. Oh, Torgal transformed. If I go into limit break, does Torgal transform too? Oh shoot! I
failed.
I wanted to parry it. Ah, that's my fault. I wanted to parry it. I should have been more safer. That's okay. Second death in the entire game. That's fine.
Ready, go? Faster!
But to be honest, the game's been super duper easy, so I don't mind the difficulty right there. Alright, let's try this again, but this time with more hearts. And I have more healing, so that's good. There we go, round 2. Oh, none of that hit him? Good. Good. There we go. Anyways, too early. Nice. Come on, give me something good. Decent. Should have used really my drive. Not my drive, but my limit break should have been good right there.
Help me, boy. Here you are.
Late on the counter. There we go. There we go. See, now we're getting some work on them.
To me, boy.
Yeah, see, that only heals me to a certain extent. Oh, that didn't break him? This will do it. Decent. There we go. Ah, I'm not close enough though.
Help me, boy.
Sheesh. Okay, come on. There we go. There we go. Too early. There we go. That was a little waste. Nice. There we go. That was a lot of fun. Even it was like 7 levels higher than me, but fun nevertheless. What is this? Glutinous moss. The wild flan extracts a sticky, sweet, vicious ooze that is meant to lure would-be predators into devouring it. At which time, the powerful toxins within its flesh will paralyze the victim, allowing the flan to envelop and slowly dissolve it over a period of time. 17 nights, up to 7 of which the victim spends alive. Is that for a weapon?
Well, it's dead now.
Oh, it was a fallen. Or ruins. Okay, well that was a very fun fight there. And a good way to end the night too.